start. Okay, coming to the topic, problem on ages. The problems on ages is a very basic topic in entire arithmetic part, but this topic is very important regarding the usage of ratios. How you will use ratios in different formats, right? What is a ratio? Definitely everybody know about ratio is nothing but a comparison. 2:3, 1:5. Okay, very basic idea, everybody know, but in depth nobody know about ratios. But problems on ages uses the ratios, but before that one we'll use something like equations, right? It is not entirely regarding the concept of ratio, but usage of ratio. How will you use ratio, right? Before going into the actual ratio and proportion is a theory part. The topic ratio and proportion is a theory part. Problems on ages it is a practical sense, practical part. We'll do practicals first, then go to the theory. It is not that is lab to land, it is land to lab. That is, land means practicals too, then come to the theory part. This is my approach, right? If you have learned before itself ratio proportion, no problem. If you don't know about ratio proportion also, no problem. Just think about this one, learn the basics, how you will use, because I think everybody passed the minimum 10th class, so minimum they know the ratio, the word ratio, right? Okay, if you don't know that one also, I will make you learn in this one, right? So no, don't worry about that one. Coming to the part that is, so I can say this entire problems on ages, it is just an introduction to ratios or introduction to ratio and proportion. Okay, then see, you know that ages, you have some there is concepts behind the ages questions. There are so many concepts, but if you observe two persons' age, say suppose A is having and A's age is, say, that is his age is 15 years and his age is 17 years. Fine. Here, after 5 years, he will become how much? He will become 20 years. I'm adding 5 years to both of them. Here also he becomes 5. That is how much? 22. Or let it be this person, simply you'll have one different concept, no? So let it be, this one is 20 years. Let it 25. A is 15, B is 25. Then he is 20. After 5 years, he will be how much? He will be how much? 30. Okay. Again after 5 years. Add 5 years to this person. This is 25 he becomes, and he becomes how much? He becomes how much? That is 35. So what? Right? Wait a minute. Add another 5. This becomes how much? 30, and this becomes 35. Sorry, this becomes 40. 40. Okay. I will take the ratio in each cases. Now, I will take the ratio first case. I think everybody know about the ratio. How to make the ratio between A and B? It is nothing but a representation. of any quantity in its simplest form. 1525 means we have to say 15 is to 25, but 15, 25 we can't say, we can say other way, that is, so how you will do that one? 15 is to 25, how you will represent that one? It will goes with what? 5 threes, okay, 5. So I can say this is nothing but 3 is to 5. 3 is to 5, is it not? So I'll put this one here, that is nothing but ratio is 3 is to 5. Okay, so it is 3 is to 5. Okay. Here in the second instance, how much it is? 20 and 30. 20 and 30, right? Here I will make this one. I will make this one. How much is the ratio? 20 and 30. 10 twos, 10 threes. 2 is to 3. Okay. Coming to here, 25 and 35, it becomes how much? 5 5s, 5 7s. So 5 is to 7. And here 30 and 40, 3 is to 4. Okay, all right. Right. What is the new about this one? Right? Something interesting points are there in this one if you observe, because if one person's age increased by 5 years, second person also increased by 5 years only, but not for 10 years, is it not? Okay, that is a background logic in ages is this one only. With that one, we have so many different calculations. Why we are doing this one? That is the case, right? Here, if I observe the first and last, third, 3 is to 5 and 5 is to 7, it is regarding these persons only. You observe this one. Here, the difference is the difference in between them. How much is the difference in between them here? How many parts? I will say parts, 2 parts. Here also, here also it is 2 parts. If the difference is 2 parts, it is called, it is balanced. Why balanced means, if I take the persons AB and here also AB, definitely if since 2 parts equally their difference is there. Now you see the respective persons, difference will be also be same. 3 plus how much is 5? 2 parts. 5 plus how much is 7? 2 parts. 2 parts. That's all. That is. Right? It is 2 parts. That's all. Have you observed this one in any of the questions? Right? This is what the background behind the ratio in ages. Right? Just go through now. This one, that is 2 is to 3 and 3 is to 4. You see, in between the how many parts? 1 part. Here how much parts? 1 part. That means definitely here and here also there will be common difference will be there. That is, they are balanced. Again they are 1 part. Maybe 2 parts also. We don't know. But difference, if they are constant, again in respective way they are constant. For that reason, in ages you will have a different answer, that is a concept based on only single concept again, that is balancing technique. Understood now? So terminologies after 5 years, before 5 years, that is we will go later. But why we are starting ages is learning by observation, learning ratios by observation. That is important, right? You see now here why it is so. If you see that one, in between the how many years difference is there? 5 years here. Here 15 20 how much? It is 10 years. Okay, it is 10 years, right? So it is 10 years. 15 and 10, 25 is 10 years. 20 and 10, 10 years only. 25, 35, 10 years only. 30, 40, 10 years. There is a steady difference is there in these ratios. If you compare any two persons in ages, you have a different, some commonality or some, what we can say, there is some systematic, we can say that is, some commonality is there, commonality, right? The commonality is difference always will be stable, right? Maybe the ratio differs, whatever they differs, nothing happen, but the difference will be always same for any two persons, right? Conditional will be given, no problem, but in general the difference for mother and son, the difference of their age always will be, if it is 20 now, after 10 years also 20 years, right? So when you are when you are deep into the subject, no, you will forget those parts, those ideas or those subjects. Difference bit will be constant. So our prime, indirectly they have given one logic, that is whenever two persons are compared, difference always will be constant. You have to keep that one in your mind. Okay. So now let us start very basics of the ratio now. I think, right. So represent of the ratio, I think you know this one. Even then we'll start with very basics and then going to the next level of the cases, right. Okay. Let us take the case of, see here what we are going to discuss in this one. It is right here I am making use of almost I made all the entire topic into 10 models. This one I named the model, that is 1 ratio same data concept. 1 ratio same data concept, right? So after that 1 ratio difference concept. Just now I said difference, no, like that. 1 ratio will be given in the question and difference information will be given. That information nothing but the difference of some persons, like that. Okay. Then here 1 ratio same data. What do you mean same data means? That is ratio will be given, ratio, the corresponding data. We call it as same data means it is called corresponding data, right? Regarding the same, the ratio, they will be given. Okay. But see the third, 1 ratio other data concept. So it is not exact regarding that ratio, the other data. It is not that ratio, it is other data they will be given. What is the other data, right? I will let you know about this one. This one. Then 2 ratio 1 data concept. 2 ratios will be given and 1 data will be given. The data may be somewhere, but 1 data must be there. Understood? And the prime concepts are this one only. I will let you know about these two, right? 1 ratio other data means, see now we have done just for 25 years and 35 years, you have taken some ratio and we got that is 5:7. This is after how many years that is, right? Let it be that is present only. Okay, present only, this one. After 5 years, this is the present ratio. Present ratio. They might give not the present ratios data, they may give after 10 years data. They may give after 10 years data or before 10 years data, but not exactly the present data. Okay. So whenever you don't give the present data, rest of them, whatever you give, that is after 10 years, after 5 years or before 5 years, before 10 years, like that, that is named as, it is 1 ratio other data concept, right? And the fourth one is 2 ratio 1 data, that is 2 ratio 1 data means you will have 2 ratios, 5:7, and another one is 8:2, and that one that is 10. Okay, these 2 ratios will be given, right? But they may give regarding this part information, this part, or after 10 years or before 10 years, like that. This is a crucial part in our entire problems on ages. So I made this one entire the topic into different concepts. In these different concepts, you come across different models. Models are different, concepts are different. Concept is this one, but models will be like this. Now, see, this is a 2:1 data model. Now, this 2:1 data model. So, we'll use, first of all, they'll give father and son, say father and son. Okay, they'll give that is, okay, they may be father should be more. So, it will be 8:3, let us say. And after 10 years, they may be 9:4. Okay, after 10 years, right? But this is given now after 10 years. This is other data, right? This is one thing. Then before 10 years, after 5 years, before 5 years, like that they may give. And maybe these ratios, we don't know whether they are present or after 10 years. Now, they may be, this is 10 years after ratio, this is 10 years before ratio, and this is after 20, that is, we don't know about this one. They may ask a son's age after 15 years. See, for each and every question, you should be in a position to give the answer with one basic idea only, with one basic concept. That is nothing but balancing technique, right? That is what we have done then. We'll learn that one in detail in the subsequent discussion, right? Okay. So, this is what we are going to do now, that is in these concepts. And see, I made this one, now you see this one, this is, the fifth one is a ratio product method. Product concept means ratio will be given and product of their ages. Two persons product is given, multiplication is given, right? I have made this one as separate, this one. And equation, that is equation, where we can't make calculations or concepts, shortcuts, that is we have to use equations also sometimes, right? Be cautious about this one also. And miscellaneous concepts will be there. We'll see that one also, right? And average, using average concept is one thing. In ratios, if you use average, then how to do that one? That's not a big deal. Tracking concept. This is regarding tracking. Our general mental ability, there is mental ability question only, right? So, if you are 10 years after 15 years, then how old are you 10 years back, like that they will ask. Or 3 persons, grandfather and the person, father and the son, right? He will double this one. He will be 3 years older this one. Like that, we have to track each and everything. We can't go with equations, but we have to track that one. That is, right? Okay, equations we will do, but instead of that one, we will make tracking like that. Now, and this one is only ratios concept. If only ratios is given, what to do? Nothing else is given, only ratios are given. No other data is given. Then what is the concept? What you have to learn? Very crucial, that one. Okay? So, all that these 10 we are discussing in detail. Before that one, we have to learn what is a ratio, how to form a ratio, right? Ratio is not a different thing. It is a general usage what we will do in our daily life only, right? So, let us start now our basic ratio. Okay, let us start. Okay, this is one ratio, same data concept, but in this one I have taken only, I didn't take the ratio actually, okay, but see the present ages of Ravi and Mahesh are respectively 24 years and 32 years. Two persons are there. They are the present ages of Ravi and Mahesh, and they are respectively how much? 24 years and 32 years. What is the ratio of the present ages? So, what is the ratio of their present ages is the question. Now, how to represent in ratio form. That's all. Simply that is. Okay. How to represent this one, right? You might have known the method. See, first of all, we have taken Ravi and Mahesh. Ravi's age is how much? Present age 24 years. Mahesh age is how much? 32 years. What is the ratio of when their ages? Okay, fine. What is the ratio of their present ages? Have they given here the present ages? Yes. Present ages of Ravi and Mahesh. Their again ratio is present ages. So that's why I named one ratio, same data. Clear? So since they have asked the given present ages and they're asking about the present ages ratio only, so nothing worry about this one. Straight away give the simplified form of the ratio, their ages, right? How to go with simplified form? 24 years, 32 years means the ratio is nothing but you make it a habit of writing present ages, 24 years, 32 years, right? Now I'll make this one in the ratio form. It is Ravi and Mahesh. They are, it is 24 is to 32 is it is a general representation of a ratio. General representation 24 is to 32. That is the word. Okay. That is the way you have to represent the ratio. But they are not simplified actually. Ratio should be in a simplest form. That is minimum form. If there are any common factors, just divide that one and give with a common number. Common factors are there, you have to divide with a common number. How to go with this one? 24 is to 32 is how much? For 24 and 32 goes with what? Okay, let it be 2 only. 2. Let us start with 2 only. 2 12s, right? 2 16s. Again, 12 and 16. 4 it goes now. So 4 3s. Again 4 4s. Okay, 3 is to 4 over. We can't go with this one. So your answer is what? 3 is to 4. Instead of saying 24 is to 32, we can say 3 is to 4. Instead of saying 3 is to 4, we can also say what? 24 is to 32. 12 is to 16. What else? So many are there. But ratio is generally expressed in the simplest form. That is the reason why we have some critical problems. If it is observed that when 24 is to 32, there won't be any concept of ratio actually, right? I will let you know about that one in detail, right? See, 24 and 32, 24 is to 32 is not at all a wrong thing, but ratio is generally expressed in simplest form. For that reason, we are doing this one, 3 is to 4. Okay, fine. So this is the actual representation of the ratio. What we have done here to simplify this one, 24 is to 32, you can do this one directly with, if you know the table, 8th table, 8 3s directly, 8 4s. So those who know calculations very well, they'll go like this. Those who don't know, they'll try with this one, they'll take extra 10 seconds to get the answer. So what is your prime that is duty? What is your prime duty? That is your responsibility or duty must be what? Learn a minimum up to 9th table. Learn up to 9th table. That's enough. I am not insisting you to learn up to 20 tables like that, right? Definitely you won't do. Definitely you won't listen, right? For that reason I am saying minimum you have to learn up to 9. And I will help up to 19 definitely in your subsequent classes. Okay. So here division is based on direct you have done, there you could not do, right? So learn first of all tables up to 9 man. Okay. Then. So this much we have representing the ratio, right? Okay. So we have done this much. Suppose if it is if Ravi's age and Mahesh age is something like say that is here his age is 28 and his age is 36. So what could be there? What could be their ratio? Means we have to say 28 is to 36 and divide this one with what it goes, right? So it goes with fourth label easily now. Fourth, 4 sevens 28, 4 nines 7 is to 9. This way. So representative of the ratio is like this. Okay, that's so this much is enough. No need to learn entire ratio proportion to give the answers for problems on ages, right? You should see the problems on ages in a different manner, how to use ratios, not how to learn ratios. It is how to use ratios. How to learn ratio, what is the subject is in ratio proportion, but this one is usage of ratio, right? We'll use that one. Everybody use this one before learning a ratio proportion itself. Even you have started in your 6th class and 7th class, right? Before learning ratio and proportion, you have learned this concept. Just check it out in your books, right? For that reason, I am saying learn first the problems on ages, then only go to the ratio proportion. Okay? Then coming to the next question. Something, right? See this one? The ratio of present ages of A and B is now 2:3. If the present age of A is 36 years, A is given 36 years, then find the present age of B. It is the present age of B. What is the difference in the ages of A and B? They have given difference, they are asking difference. And what is the total sum of their ages? Total sum of their ages. What is the total sum? Means present, whatever it is given. Okay. Now the first case is what? They have given the ratio of A and B is how much? 2:3. And the present age is given as, whose age is that one? It is A's age, 36 years. Okay. So here I will make use of the ratio. Generally how you have learned in your basic classes to get the age of B means, right? Let me complete that one. Then I will go with X method first. Then I will go with the arithmetic way, right? See this one. A and B present ages are. It is A and B. The present ages are how much? It is 2:3, right? And extra information is what? The present age of A is 3 years. Okay, A's age is already given. It is 36 years. 36 years. Now the question is what? Okay, leave about the question. We'll go with the detailed that is regarding questions. But what about this one? See, in your basic school studies, you have done this one. Ratio means give X on all. You should not touch the ratio. Don't touch the ratio. Give X and bring that one. That means they'll say 2X and 3X are the ages of A and B. 2X and 3X are the ages of A and B. So A's age is how much? A's age is 2X. But it is given A's age is how much? 36. I can write 2X is equal to 36. So X is how much? 36 by 2. Right? That is 18. Since you got 18 for X, hold a while, because this is what you learn in your school days, right? Okay, little bit revision like that. Otherwise, we don't use all these things, right? That 18. Okay. Then, what else? What we need now? We need what? Present age of B. What is the present age of B? Present age of B is 3X. So, we'll try for 3X. So, B, that is called 3X means 3 into, what is X here? 3 into, that is 18. So, you will get 54 years. This is what in our early days we have done. If you do the same thing in your exam, no, right? Definitely you will get the answer, but you won't get the jobs. Okay. So, I am making clear this one. We have learned our methods, entire arithmetic methods, but in X methods. X methods means what? Algebra, right? But you should not use algebra, that is X methods. You have to use your brain, right, to get the answers. That is mental ability. That is nothing but arithmetic. So let us start now how we have done, how we have to do this one now, right? So this much is enough for your that is a revision of your school studies, right? Now let us do this one in our way now, okay? See, any question in arithmetic, right? It will have two parts. In any arithmetic problem contains always, it should be two parts. One is the ratio part. Okay, one is the ratio part. The other one is the information part. Ratio is also information, but they will give some ratio and information. That is what we call this information as data. Right? Okay. Ratio will be given, data will be given. Any question will have two informations. Here, this ratio, there is one ratio is there. The present age of A is 36 years, that is data. Right? 36 years is data. Ratio is what? 2:3. Here data is 36. Okay. Always in question it will be integral part, that is. Now what we have to do is nothing but this data we have to check in ratio the corresponding value, that is corresponding value. Whose data is this one? A's data. In this one, what is A's data here? Ratio parts in this one. 2 is the ratio, that is A is 2, B is 3. A is 2, B is 3. So you have to relate the corresponding data with the corresponding ratio parts. The corresponding ratio parts means there is A is equated with A, then B should be equated with B only. Clear? So in any question, you have two parts. One is ratio part, the other one is data. You have to relate the data with the corresponding information in the ratio, right? So if A is given, see the A. B is given, see the B. If difference is given, see the difference. If addition, that is sum of their ages is given, sum of the parts you have to say. Clear? Right? That is what the entire logic, and we start with this logic, we relate the answers easily now. Okay? So this is only the case, nothing else. Right? Okay. Now let us start now. Let us start our what is the ratio given? See, the meaning of ratio, this 2:3 is what? First of all, let me explain this 2:3. What do you mean by 2:3? The ratio of present ages of A and B is 2:3 means what? If the present age of A is 2 years, right, then present age of B will be 3 years. When B is 3 years, when A is 2 years. That when A is 3 years only, B is 3 years. If A is 2 2s 4 years, when A is 2 2s are 4 years, then B will be 3 2s are 6 years. That is the case. The ratio meaning is that one. If A is 2, B is 3. If A is 20, then B is 30. B is 30 years. Clear? That is the concept behind the ratio. Okay? So don't go much into the detail of the ratio. This much is enough for you. Now the case is ratio part and present ages, that information part or data is given. Let us start. See, I will write here. So here the ratio is given, that is A is to B. I will write here A and B. The ratio is what? 2:3. The ratio of present age of A and B. If the present age of A is 36 years, if A is 36 years, okay, this is information part. I said put always ratio the left hand side and the data right hand side. Make it a habit, right? Okay, so the exact data on right hand side. Then if A is 36 years, then what about the question part is what? The present age of the present age of B, we need that is. So, B is how much they are asking. If this is the case, first B is how much. Next, what is the difference in the ages of A and B? Difference, A minus B or B minus A, whatever the case. That is difference. You put like this. And the third one is, what is the total sum of their ages? Total sum, how you will do, is nothing but A plus B, that is A plus B how much. Okay, then how to correlate the ratio information with the data, right? That is what our basic activity is, this one only in this question. See this one, given what? It is A is 36 years, exact it is given, right? 36 years. See the A's information in the ratio part. What is the information of ratio part? There is 2 parts. So I have to go with the corresponding, that is A, that is here also A, that is, so A is 2 parts, which is equivalent to how many years? 36 years. 36 years. Then what about B or what about the other thing? But just before going to the question part, observe how these 2 parts related to 36 years. 2 parts related to 36 years. 2 into how much is 36? 2 into how much? Method of calculation, that is which calculation that is? It is it horizontal or vertical? Horizontal, right? 2 into how much that one? 2 into 18. 2 18s is 36, right? 2 18s. So it is 2 into 18, that is 2 18s 36. Make it habit of writing like this one, that is that 18 times. Left hand side ratio parts is related with that one by multiplying with how many times? 18 times, that's all. Once this one is over, your job is 90% work done, that is. It is not half done, 90% done. Right? Now see this one. What is the question? It is B they are asking now. It is B they are asking. Now it is, let us take a B. B is how many? What is B in the ratio part? B is 3 parts. For 3 parts, how much? Same, into 18. 3 into 18. So you should get 18th table or 3rd table. 3 into 18. 3 tens 30, 3 8s 24. 3 tens, I am making this into 10 and 8 as 10 and 8. 3 tens 30 and 3 8s is 24. 30, 24, 54. Like this, you can do 18th table or 3rd table. Right? And this is over. Directly what? See, we are not using X method. Previously we had done so much. But here directly, that is, right, 2 into 18, 3 into 18. Coming to that one, the next one, you have to say, there is a difference of A and B. No need to worry about A minus B or B minus A. They said the difference. Difference is, right, it is how much the difference? 2 and 3. Difference is how many parts? Right? I am saying parts, ratio parts. Right? Make it a habit of saying ratio. Don't say 2. Don't say 3. 2 parts, 3 parts. Right? So, difference is how many parts? 1 part. Right? So, difference between ages, difference in ratio, it is 1 part. So, what is actually is means 1 into 18, that is 18 years. 1 into 18, it is 18 years. Right? Then, what about sum A plus B? Now you have to say that is A plus B is what? A plus B is how many parts? A plus B. Just do this one here. We need A plus B there, means we have to add here first of all. 2 plus 3, how many parts? It is 5 parts, right? So it is 5 parts, right? Okay, so your answer is what? 5 parts means 5 into 18. 5 into 18. 5 into 18 is how much? 5 into 18, it is 90 years. 90 years. Is it not 90? Just A and B, you see this one? 36 years and 54 years. If you add here itself, it is 90 only. Okay, that means no need to, I am rubbing off this difference, okay, no problem, right? So here, I may make use of, you see, no need of going for sum means taking 5 parts also. Already 2 parts is given, we need to add only B try for B, that is 3 parts 54, then add both of them, say A plus B is nothing but it is 5 parts. No need to worry about this one. 36 plus 54, no need to make a relation also here, just already relation has come, okay, that is 90. So you got this one, right? Have you understood this one? Once you learn this one, if you have any doubt, just pause the video, go with the again revise the video, right? You rewind it and again, once you confirm this one, then only come to the next question, that is, right? Okay. Right. See the question now. Little bit level increases. Okay, I think it's the same, but you have to use your general style. Okay. The present ages ratio of Arun and Raghava is 3:5. If the sum of their present ages is for 32 years, present ages, sum of their present ages is 32 years. What is the difference of their ages? They are asking about their difference. Given what? The sum of their ages. But what is the ratio given? That is present ages ratio is given. First of all, confirm whether is it present and asking also the present only. It is present only, right? So nothing complication in this one. Very basic, straight away you can do that one. Okay, but make it habit of writing Arun and Raghava in a systematic way while you are learning. This is a learning process. While learning, write all the items, whatever it is there, in your style, right? So, because the Arun and Raghava, the present ages, they said. Present ages ratio. Ratio, we can say that is, but which ratio? Present ratio. You write here present. What is the ratio? How much it is? 3:5. Okay. This is 3:5. Now, I said ratio should be in the left hand side and information on the right hand side. What about that one that is present ages? Their sum is present sum. Is it the future sum? No. Is it the past sum? No. It is the present sum. Present sum is how much? 32 years. Present sum is, this is present ratio, present sum is given. No problem. Which concept this one? I said model, one ratio, same data. One ratio, same data is given. Right? So, if the sum is given for 32 years, what is the difference of their ages? Difference they are asking, you write that one. Difference is how much? Difference is how much? See, minimum before giving answers, if you have done this much in your notes, this is 90%, you are perfect. Right? It should be 100%, no problem. 100%. If you have missed this one, you are 50%. Right? This one. Okay. So, this one. If you haven't tried like this, present sum, right? You are not up to the mark. Be sure, right? So, perfectly write this one. Later on, you miss no problem. But you'll have that idea that this is present, that is present. You'll have that idea in your subconscious, right? But before that one, be conscious to write first, right? Okay then. Now, I will make this one same data, present to present, then difference to difference. That's all. So, what is the present sum is given? No. For that reason, I don't need Arun and Raghava separately, because here already the sum is given as 32. I will go with the sum of these ratio parts. How much is the sum? Sum 3 plus 5, that is 8. What? 8? Is it 8 exact? No, it is 8 parts you have to say. 8 parts. So, sum is 8 parts, which is equivalent to, it is equivalent, we have to say, right? 8 parts equivalent to, don't say equal, it is not equal. 8 parts equivalent to, you say that is, right? So, that is 32 years. 8 parts sum, present sum. Okay, fine. We made the relation. Over. The logic is this one only. Now, what is the answer? What is the question? Difference is they're asking. So difference we need, see, write the difference here and say difference. Difference is, see the difference in these two. 3 and 5, what is the difference? How many parts? 2 parts. So make it 2 parts and give the answer over. 8 parts 32, 2 parts how much? If 8 parts is 32, 2 parts how much? 8 fours 32. 8 fours 32. 8 fours 32. Same way. 2 into 2 parts, 2 into 4, how much? It is 8. 8 fours 32. 2 into 4 is 8. So their difference is how many years? You have to say difference is 8 years. Difference is 8 years, right? 8 years. This much is enough to play with ratios. This much is enough to play with ratios. Once you learn this one, right? So we'll go to the next level of the questions, right? We'll see the subsequent questions now. Okay, I think everybody understood this one. Let us go to the next one. Wow, the concept, right, changed. What is that one? One ratio difference concept, no. I said no. Difference concept, I am making this actually difference is constant. We know that one. But here I am making it as a different model because we have to use in some cases in a different style. For that reason, I am making this one as a separate concept. What is that one? One ratio difference concept. Okay. What is this one? Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. Sachin and Rahul is there. That differs by 4 years. Okay. If their ages are in the respective ratio of 7:9, how old is Sachin? So the ratio is given as 7:9 and how old is Sachin? That means information part itself is given as a ratio and also one data. Which data? That is difference data. What is that one? Okay, so let me write this one. You pause the video, start. Right after that one, I am giving the explanation. Now, Sachin is there and Rahul is there. Sachin and Rahul, their ages are in the respective ratio 7:9 means I am writing the ratio at the left hand side. And is it the ratio present or future? That is, if their ages are means it is present only. So it is present ratio, it is 7:9. And Sachin is younger than Rahul. That means nothing but difference of Sachin and Rahul. Is it not? So difference of Sachin and Rahul. Sachin is younger, no problem. If I write S minus or R minus, both are one and the same. Their difference is how much? Difference is 4 years. Since this is 4 years, so what about how old is Sachin? Sachin is how much old? That is Sachin present or what? Sachin present. Okay, we need only present. So, now this is present only, right? So I am making this one a little bit. 7:9. How to frame the logic now? The logic is ratio parts and information part must be corresponding. They should be of same style. If they are not, we do that one later. But if they are same, right, we can, no problem here. Difference 4 years, here also difference present. So 7:9. Difference is how much? It is 2 parts. 2 parts. How many years? 4 years. Okay. If difference is, I have to write here difference, right? Don't forget this one. Difference, you write that one. Difference 2 parts 4 years. Sachin is how many parts? Sachin, S is how many? S is how many present? S is how many? It is 7 parts. So I write S here. It is 7 parts is how much? Okay. Now I am not going cross multiplication and saying you do that one also, but I say just use your eyes and say that is 2 into 2. That is 2 into 2, 4. 7 into 2. That is 14 years. 2 into 2, 4. 7 into 2, 14 years. Why I am insisting on not on cross multiplication, only on this one is, right? See, this is a learning process. Once it comes after learning all the basics and everything once your coaching is over, then by seeing that one you have to say, yes, here the respective ratio 7:9, that is the respective ratio. The difference is there given 4 years. How old is Sachin? That means this one. So here two parts are there. Difference is 2. 2 into 2, 4. That's why Sachin means he is these 7 parts. 7 into 2, that is 14 over. What about Rahul? Rahul 9. 9 into 2, that is 18 you have to say. In this way you have to do. So there, did we use any cross multiplication? No. You are using your brain only. It comes only with this exact basic style. You learn everything like this, then you skip off everything and say, just do every calculation with your eye only, that is. With a single eye sight, that is view, we can say, we can get the answers just by calculating in the air itself. Understood? Right? Okay. Let us go with another one. Right? Did we miss anything here? Right? So Sachin is younger. Sachin is younger means 7 parts. Right? Rahul is 9 definitely, and 7 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4 years. 7 into 2, that is 14 years. Right? Okay. Next, go to the next one. The ratio between the present ages, just while learning process, if you don't understand the question, read it twice. Right? Don't jump into the solution, just read twice. Let us see. The ratio between the present ages, underline this one, and P and Q is 6:7. Fine. If Q is 4 years older than P, if Q is 4 years older than P, what will be the ratio of the ages of P and Q after 4 years? What will be the ratio of P and Q after 4 years? They are asking. Not present age of P or present age of Q, they are not asking. What they are asking? Their ages after 4 years, and again we have to go for the ratio. This is a different model again, right? So next level of the model. So concept is same. What is the concept? Difference is concept. But model is little bit level difference is there. So that's why this is a different model I can say. Now let us take the present ages ratio. How you write? Try that one. Pause the video, try that one. Then start. P, Q, 6:7. Whose information? Present information of P and Q. It is not future ratio, or it is not the past ratio. It is present ratio. Okay. Minimum side, if you don't write entire thing, P. You write P. That means present. Right? Okay. If Q is 4 years older than P, Q is 4 years older than P. That means nothing but Q difference of Q and P. That is how many years? 4 years. Instead of saying younger, now this is older than. Older than. Right? If Q is 4 years older than P, Q is older. Older means elder. Right? So Q is now definitely elder only. Right? Because 7 here 6 means Q is elder. Okay, Q is elder by how many years? By 4 years. Difference. So he is elder by 4 years. Fine. Then what will be? They are not asking about present. What will be the ages of P and Q after 4 years? So if I know the P and Q, the question part is now, if P is the present, Q is the present age of both of them. So I need to find P plus 4 years, Q plus 4 years, because after 4 years they have asked. And again they are asking about the ratio. That means P plus 4 is to Q plus 4 is how much? Understood the question? Right? So definitely this is the way. What we have to do first of all, we have to find the present ages of P, their present age of Q, then add 4 years for both of them and find the ratio. This is what you have to do now. Right? So try that one. Pause the video, then start. Here 6:7. Then difference is 4 years. So I'll take difference is In any case, is it present or future, whatever the case, the difference is standard, no? So don't bother about that one. So here difference is how many parts? Difference is one part. One part equal to how much? It is 4 years. So my point is now, 1 into how many times is 4? 1 into 4. 1 into 4, is it not? 1 into 4. Then what about P? What about Q now? I need to find out P first, Q first. After that one, each person for 4 years added. Okay. So let us start. Be cautious. Very important to go with the next logic, next concept. To learn the next concept, this is very important. Just observe this one. 1 into 4 is 4. So what about P? Okay. It is P. That is P present means P is how many parts? 6 parts. And we have to find out even Q. How many parts? 7 parts. So 6 parts is how much? 6 parts is how much? 1 into 4 is 4. 6 into 4 is what? 24. 24. And what about 7 parts? 7 into 4, that is 28 years. What are these 24 and 28? What are these 24 and 28? They are, what about 24 and 28? They are percentages of P. Percentage of P is 24, percentage of Q is 28. Clear? So we got, I'll write here now, right, separately, you see this one. I write here, this here. P and Q, how much that is? P and Q, that is 24 and, okay, let it be here itself. P and Q, that is, it is 24 and 28. Okay, but now we don't need present ages ratio, already they have given. No need to go for present ages ratio, right? If you do that one again, you will get 6:7. It is not the case of present ratio. We need after 4 years. First of all, after 4 years means add 4 years to both of them. Add 4. Then this becomes how much? 28. And this becomes how much? 32. 28 and 32. But do we need the ages of P and Q after 4 years? No, we need ratio. We need ratio. P is to 4, P plus 4 is to Q plus 4. That is ratio we need. Okay, find the ratio of 28 is to 32. 28 is 32. So it cancels by how much? It cancels by how much? 28 is to 32. So 28 is to 32 means definitely it goes with 4 sevens and 4 eights. So your answer is what? 7 is to 8. 7 is to 8. Understood? So I write here itself, we can write this one, 7 is to 8. Right? First write all these things. Right? Then we discuss now the next level of thinking. We will now dissect this one, each and everything now. So here they are asking about the ages after how many years? After 4 years, right? So it is after 4 years they are asking. Right. It is after 4 years, right? This much is done. Now I will make this one a little logical and rubbing off these things, right? This one, 4 years. You see now, here till here we know that one part equivalent to 4 years. What do you mean by 1 part equivalent to 4 years? 1 part in the ratio is equivalent to the data 4 years data. The meaning of that one is 1 part in the ratio is same as 4 years data. If you say 4 years there, it means how many parts? Vice versa you have to say. 4 years means how many parts in the ratio? 1 part. 4 years equivalent to 1 part in the ratio. 8 years equivalent to how many parts in the ratio? 8 years. 8. That means 2 parts, double. Is it not? So, if I say 1 part equal to 4 years or 4 years equal to 1 part means adding 4 years means adding how many parts? Adding 4 years means adding how many parts? Right? So, adding 4 years means adding how many parts? 1 part. Is it not? Okay. Now the case is adding 8 years means adding how many parts? 2 parts, right? Okay, I'll stop here itself and say, now what is the question? We need the ratio, but after how many years? 4 years. This 4 years is nothing but how many parts in the ratio? 1 part. Already you got present ratio is it is P is to C, that is 6 is to 7, right? So it is 6 is to 7, it is already there. So here P and Q, they are having the ratio 6 is to 7. Now we have to go forward how many years after? How many years after? 4 years after. But 4 years means to the ratio how many parts you have to add? 1 part. Directly add to the ratio and say that is 1 part. Why 1 part? 4 years. In ratio it is 1 part. Okay, so this is also for this one 1. For Q 1, P 1. Now say that what is the ratio? 7. This is 8. So the ratio of the ages after 4 years. 4 years is nothing but adding 1 part to the ratio. So directly add that one and say that is 7 is to 8. Clear? So this is what you have to keep in mind. Right? So this is what? A very good logic of this one. So after 4 years you are adding 1 part, 1 part. Again after 4 years, how many? Again after 4 years means how many parts you will add? Again 1 and say that is not 7 is to 8, it is 8 is to 9. That is. This is what the logic. Now we are about to start playing with the ratios. Clear? This is the base logic behind balancing technique. For balancing technique, what you learn in the future, that is, this is the base. So we got a relation that is 1 part equivalent to 4 years means adding 4 years means adding 1 part. Clear? Next, let us go with the next question. Right? We do this one in the next concept. For a while, you keep it for a while. We'll go with the next concept. Then we'll use this one. Okay. Next. Yeah. A man is 24 years older than his son. In 2 years, his age will be twice the age of his son. The present age of the son is. A man is 24 years older than his son. Something older, younger means what? It is nothing but difference concept. No, I use that one here now. But in 2 years, his age will be twice the age of his son. In 2 years. What do you mean by in 2 years? Means after 2 years. Means in future. Okay. The ratio. Something like he will be twice the age of his son. This is a. What do you mean by twice? Means 2 times. 2 times. Right. So here. Find the present age of son. First of all, let us learn what is that is man is, suppose man is if I say A is 2 times of B. 2 times of B. Okay. So if A is 2 times of B means so how to make this one into ratio, that is the concept now. Learning the actual information into transform into the ratio, that's all, right? So A is 2 times of A is equal to 2 times 2 into of B. that is 2 times of B, 2 into B, over. A is 2 times of B. Means I will put this one, A by B is equal to how much? 2. If I want to write divided by how much, it is nothing but 2 by, value should not change. So when value won't change, if you put 1 only. So 2 is nothing but 2 by 1. So A by B is equal to 2 by 1 means what is ratio? A is to B is what? A is to B is what? It is 2 is to 1. So make a note of this one separately. Right? This is 2 times of B. How to convert that one? We won't write all these things. But by taking A is 2 times of B means now since we got 2 is to 1, for A 2 means put A, that is 2. That is from now onwards. We don't write all these things. For A it is 2. B it is 1. A is 3 times of B. What is the ratio? 3 is to 1. A is 2 times of B means 2 by 1 of B. Is it not? 2 by 1 of B. A is 2 by 5 of B. A is 2 by 5 of B. What happens? 2 by 5 there itself, B comes here, no? So this first one goes for A, denominator goes for B, is it not? So A is 2 by 5 times means 2 is to 5. A is 2 by 5 of B. A is half of B. A is half of B. Now say that is, what is that one? So ratio of AB is directly give 1 to numerator to this one, denominator to B. That's all. Or from now onwards. Simple one. For this one we don't need to learn ratio and proportion. This is terminology, right? This is only terminologies, right? So once you learn this one, let us start. Now you try this one. Otherwise, see the information. See the now explanation. Right. A is 2 times of B means what is the ratio now? It is it is 2 is to 1. So here it is first of all I'll use that A in 2 years his age will be so here man and how many are there? Man and son are there. A man is 24 years older than his son means what do you mean by that one? Difference of their ages is 24 years. I have to write that one in the right hand side. So their difference is it is 24 years. Okay, fine. His age in 2 years, after 2 years, their age will be twice the age of his son. So man and son is twice the age of means 2. What is the ratio? 2 is to 1. Twice means 2. 2 is to 1. When? Is it present? No. That is in 2 years. Put that one in 2 years means in future. 2 years after it is 2 is to 1. Not present. If it is present, use P there. If it is 3 years back, minus 3. Put minus 3. Now it is after 2 years, it is 2 is to 1. Fine. What else given? The present age of the son is. The present age of the son. They are asking about the present age. So you write here present son. We don't need after son. We don't need present age of present son's age. Okay, information is after 2 years. Asking about present son. Is the information is this one 2 is to 1 is regarding son's present age? No, it is after 2 years. So wherever you do this one, you will get information previous one. Sorry, that is after 2 years means after 2 years information you will get. Then what to do? Let us see. Right? Okay. Difference is 24 years given. Okay. Can we make the difference calculate for these two? Definitely. If it is 10 years after or 2 years after or present, always the present ages or future ages or past ages, their difference ages always will be the same. This is what in our first discussion we have made this one. Now let us see now. So I will make use of this concept even for after 2 years also. Difference. Okay. What is the difference here? One part is the difference. Difference is one part. How many years? 24 years. 24 years. Put that one. Now what to do? I need present son means son's information. Here it is after 2 years. Let me find after 2 years how much it is. After 2 years, be cautious. After 2 years, son after 2 years. I'll write son after 2 years. How many parts again? He is in this is this one. Sons after 2 years is this one. Okay, this is one part again. Oh, difference is one part. Plus son also after 2 years also one part. No problem. That means after 2 years son is how many years? 24 years. After 2 years son's age is 24, not present. After 2 years. To come to present, we need present age. We need present age. To come to the present, what to do? After 2 years, he will be 24. Now he is how much? Means you have to subtract 2 years, is it not? So, plus 2 is there. To come to present, you have to come back, minus 2. That is minus 2. And say your answer is 22. 22. Regarding whom? 22 years is present age of son. 24 years is son's age after 2 years. This 24 is difference of their ages. Right? So, this much you have learned in this question. And I said it is something, which one? Difference model. Why I say difference model is we have taken difference there. Right? But knowingly or unknowingly, this is same data actually, but if you see the ratio, this is 2 years after and they are asking about present. Knowingly or unknowingly we have done this ratio is different with the asking whatever they are asking, that is present they are asking. This is after 2 years. If the data is difference fine. If the data also in the same way, they will give different other data, not relating to this ratio, then it's a quite interesting one, is it not? That one also we will do. Okay. So, I think you understood this one. But what about the father's age? Let us discuss in this one only. What about father's age? Difference 2 years, okay. Father's present age. How to make this one? See, man's age is 2 parts now. So definitely it is after 2 years, father. After 2 years, father. You write that is man or father. It is 2 parts. Right, in the same way. That is how many parts? 2 parts. 1 into 24, 24. 2 into 24 is 48 years. He will be 48 years when? He will be 48 years when? After 2 years. But now how much it is? How much he is now? So, remove minus 2 and say he is 44 years. No, 46 years. 48 minus 2, that is 46 years. Right? So, once I think you are step by step, you are improving your logics, is it not? So, let us come to the next model again. Right? Okay. Yes. It's a good question. Let us see. In 10 years, A will be twice as old as B was 10 years ago. Wow. If A is now 9 years older than B, the present age of B is. Present age of B they are asking. But question is something typical. Right? See this one. In 10 years, that is after 10 years, A will be twice as old as B was 10 years ago. You can't say A is to B, it is not 2 is to 1. Just like previous, that is, it is 2 is to 1. A is twice, that is, man is twice as old as son. But here it is not like that. It is not stopped as old as B. But it not stopped here. B was 10 years ago, they are saying. That means in 10 years, A will be twice as old as B was 10 years ago. Typical case. If A is now 9 years older than B, A is now 9 years older than B, the present age of B was. Okay. So information part is something we write in the right hand side, ratio part left hand side. Okay, but the case is here. Let us consider present ages of present, because there are 10 years after, 10 years ago is there, and present age of means let us consider present ages of A and B, ages of A and B as, right? So the same thing, that is, you write that one A and B itself. It is A and B itself. Present ages are just, it is A and B. Then in 10 years, how they will be? They will be A is A plus 10. B will be how much? In 10 years. B will be also B plus 10. Okay. Okay, fine. But B was 10 years ago. Again 10 years ago they are saying minus 10 years. How will be A 10 years back? That is A minus 10. He will also be B minus 10. Is it not? Okay. If A is now 9 years older than B, A is now 9 years older than B, then the present age of B is. Okay. Here, you see this one, twice as old as B was 10 years ago means, in 10 years A will be twice. In 10 years A is how much? This one. So, in 10 years A is this one. This one, in 10 years A will be twice as old as B was 10 years back. B was 10 years back is how much? This one. Okay. So the case is regarding these two are compared, and they says A plus 10 is how much? This entire thing is now, it is A plus 10. Right? And what about that one? That is B minus 10. Understood? Okay. So A plus 10 is how many times of B? It is 2 times of B minus 10. So I can write now A plus 10 A is equal to 2 times of B minus 10. Fine. Only these two are combined. Don't bother about these two. Okay. Just for terminology, I'm use that one. But these two are combined. Now, A is 9 years older than B. A is how much? 9 years older than B. The case is now A is equal to 9 years older, that is than B. B plus 9. A is, or difference of their ages is how much? 9 years. Difference of their ages is 9 years. Right? Obvious, that is. I can make this simplify, that is A minus B. That is 9 years. So, what is the present age of B? B is how much they are asking now. B is how much? Cool. Now, I'll rub out this top one. Now we have taken the information and let us start our solution now. Right? First of all, what is this one? A minus B. 2 times of this one. Then A is B plus or 9 plus B. Okay. Put it as it is, the present age of B. See, we can do this one in a shortcut way. Okay, fine. Right? Definitely, I can say that we can do this one shortcut. But what is the original way to do this one? Because it is a little bit complicated. Let us see. First of all, this information I am writing here again. A plus 10 is equal to 2 times of B minus 10. Then, okay, so simplify this one first of all. It is 2B minus 20. 2B, open this one. That is 2 into B. 2 into 10. Okay, 2b minus 20 is a plus 10. Fine. Here, I will write now a minus 2b. A minus 2b is equal to minus 20 minus 10. So it comes a minus 2b is equal to minus 30. So I am rubbing off this one. Wait a while. We need b, present age of a. B we need. To get b, we need to substitute b in place of a. We have to remove a. How to remove a? A is 9 plus b. Okay, directly I can use 9 plus b here. Right? In this place, we can use 9 plus b. So 9 plus b, right, and minus 2b is equal to minus 30. B minus 2b is minus b. 9 minus b is equal to minus 30. Let it be, remove this minus and say you transfer b that side and minus this side. So minus 30 comes this side, becomes plus 30, 9 plus 30, and b goes that side, that is b. How much, man? That is, b is 39 years. B is how much? 39 years. So almost it took around 2 to 3 minutes for us, is it not? So to get the answer, that is, if you write like this, so your answer is B is 39 years. But do we have, this is level 3 question, this is actually level 3, means we can't do that one directly, we can't do that one with the just logic. We have to use our general intelligence and we have to refine our logics, right? How to do this one now to get B is equal to 39 years, right? So this is exactly what everybody will do, not everybody, the procedure. Some people try with the options and say, okay, if B is 19 years, then A will be 9 years older, that is 28 years. If A is 28 years, in 10 years how much is A, and 10 years back how much is B, they will try, and whether they are in a 2:1 ratio, they will do that one. I am not worried about that one, and people will do try. But if you have that much knowledge, why to take that much risk to try from first option to last option? Or minimum 3 options you have to try, 19, 29, 39. If 39 is right, okay, fine. If all the 3 options are wrong, you will go with the D option. But use extra intelligence, use your extra logic in this one, right? How to do this one in our style now, right? See, this may seems little bit hard, but right. So once you learn you have to revise the entire notes once again, right? So just see this one. I'll make use of all the logics here. A plus. So difference of A and B. Who is elder here? Who is elder? So elder is A minus B is 9. That is it B minus A is 9? No. A minus B is 9. I am particular about this one. Okay. Coming to this one. Here. A plus 10 is 2 times of B minus 10, no? If I write 2 times means what? What is the ratio? Ratio is what? 2 times means what? 2:1. Okay. So I'll write here, right? Instead of writing like this, right? Instead of writing like this, A plus 10, B minus 10, these two are compared. And the ratio is what? The ratio is what? I can say the ratio is what? It is 2:1. That is, the age of A after 10 years and age of B before 10 years, they are in what ratio? 2:1. It is not the present age of A, it is not the present age of B, but A's after 10 years, B's before 10 years are compared. We can't write anything here also. Right? Okay. This is 2 times of this one. Sorry. Okay. Now, if this is the case, if I say the difference of the here, you see the difference. Actually, if it is A and B difference, A minus B, if I say the difference of this one, just you see this one, A plus 10 minus B minus 10. It can't be 9 years actually. A minus B is 9 years. If you take this one, it is A minus B, 10 minus of minus 10 is what? It is 20. So it is A minus B plus 20, that is. But already A minus B is how much? 9. What about 20? That is, this is what? It is. So if we take the difference of these two, it is difference is 29 years. So this one part equal to how much? 29 years. This difference is in between these two. This is 29 years. This one and this one. One part is 29. But it is nothing but B minus 10 is 29. This one part is nothing but B minus 10. One part difference you got, that is this difference only. Fine. But what we need, percentage of B. B's information is in B minus 10. We don't need A plus 10, no. So B minus 10. Why I am taking that is one part is 29. Here this one part is regarding information of B. I can say now this one part, even your B minus 10, if I need B minus 10, that is one part, equal to how many years? 29 years. Fine. Now, it is, what is this one? 10 years back is 29. Present is how much? Present minus 10 means present how much? He should be 10 added and say that is 39. See, it will be quite simple if we do this one again with this, right? So be cautious. B minus of minus 10, that is 10 minus of minus 10 is 20, and that 9, so 29 years. So this information is difference parts is 29 years difference. But luckily one part, that is 29, B minus 10 is also one part. Clear? So your answer is 39. Use this one. Next level 3 questions are like this. So some questions, some examiners are giving these type of questions. So level 2, level 3. We can say this one is level 3 questions, right? So while doing concepts only, be clear about your this one. That is basics, right? So this much is about this question, right? We'll go to the next one now. See.